Well, what the hell did I wake up to? Uh Man, this is kind of disappointing. But yeah, I'm obviously talking about the new Drake track, The Hard Part 6, in response to Kendrick Lamar's last two tracks. And yeah, there's some glaring inconsistencies here within what Drake is saying, and it really is kind of disappointing, so I really want to talk about it. So yeah, The Hard Part 6 is obviously a play on Kendrick's whole Heart series, and it kind of also serves as a response to the fact that Kendrick named one of his songs 616 in LA, which was a play on Drake's whole time and date stamp series and location. So yeah, with that out of the way, what I really wanted to talk about is the fact that Drake said that he planted the information to kind of set up and bait Kendrick into talking about the fact that Drake has a daughter, which apparently is fake. And Kendrick fell for it, which honestly I'm calling bullshit on, because even if we go back to Drake's initial response to the whole situation, his initial reaction to hearing Kendrick drop that line in the song immediately after he dropped his track, what he did was to jump on Instagram immediately and post to his stories. And what did he post? He said, "Wow, can someone find my hidden daughter, please? I'm begging you." Something along those lines. Now, tell me, do you think that someone that tried to bait someone into releasing this information would seem as shocked as Drake did in that in that initial post? That doesn't really make any sense. And also, I doubt he would have posted anything at all, because he knew that in that case his plan would have been playing out how he intended for it to be playing out. So if that was the case, he would have just released the track saying that, we got you, and also accompanying it with some information, with some proof that he was the one that baited Kendrick, that he was the mastermind behind the whole situation, which is not something that he did. But because it was running rampant on Twitter and on Instagram in the comments, this theory that what if Drake baited Kendrick with the information. So Drake saw this as an opportunity and he took it and he ran with it. And now it's kind of working against him, in the sense where a lot of people are calling out bullshit on what he's saying, what he's putting forward in this track here. Even if you look at the dislike ratio on the freaking video right now, it is not looking good. Even his fans are realizing that there's obviously something wrong with what he's saying. Too many inconsistencies here. Right now it's sitting at like 499,000 likes with 431,000 dislikes. So it's not looking good, man. And wow, it's really disappointing, because I'm starting to doubt more and more that the whole Drake has a daughter thing is actually true. So if Drake really had used his head and just continued to question Kendrick on where the hell this supposed daughter that you dropped this bombshell in that last track is, where is this daughter, then it would have looked bad on Kendrick's part. But now, because he's such a habitual liar and he had to perpetuate this idea that he is the mastermind behind this whole thing, now it just backfired on him, proving Kendrick's point that he is a manipulator, that he's a freaking liar. He just couldn't let Kendrick take the L. He just had to ruin it for himself. It is so ridiculous. It is nuts. And then he's contradicting himself again, where he's saying that whoever is feeding you the information is an idiot. Then he's saying that he was the one that fed the information. Jesus Christ. Wow, bruh. Like, and just Drake's delivery on the track, he sounded so lethargic, he sounded so defeated, especially towards the back end of the track where he just started talking. Wow, bro. Like, seriously, Kendrick could have really taken the L here if Drake had just kept asking him where the hell this supposed daughter is, and played with the fact that about or played on the fact that he got fed incorrect information or that he's just lying, right? But because Drake just has this festering urge to perpetuate the fact that he's the mastermind behind the thing, he just couldn't let it slide. He just had to lie and then make himself look freaking worse. Jesus. Let's go through some of these other lyrics here. Now, it gets even worse than this. It gets even worse, believe it or not, because in response to Kendrick's pedophilia allegations, this is what Drake has to say. So let me find the lyrics here because, Jesus, this is... wow. So basically what Drake is saying is that if he really was sleeping with underage children, that it would have been out there, public information already, and he's too famous for this to be the case. Now, Jesus Christ, what kind of response is that? That makes absolutely no sense. That makes no sense. How many examples of famous people, of more famous people than Drake, of people with similar fame to Drake, do we have, do we know for a fact is a freaking pedophile? Like, and this is also the classic thing that people that are actually guilty say in situations like this. They're always like, yo, if I was guilty, would I have? Yeah, it's not looking good, man. It really is. And I'm not even saying that Drake is actually guilty of the stuff that Kendrick is accusing him of here, but this is not how you respond to something like that, especially serious allegations like that, man. This is not how you respond. And then the whole angle of him talking about Kendrick not being followed by his wife, but Dave Free following his wife and his wife following Dave Free, and the fact that Dave Free commented hard under one of Kendrick's wife's photos of her and the baby. Like, who gives a shit, bro? Like, who really cares? It's not that deep, man. But yeah, I don't even know what to say. This track is him shooting himself in the leg, basically. It's not the rebuttal that he thinks he is. And the fact that he brought up Millie Bobby Brown in the track when Kendrick didn't mention Millie Bobby Brown once, it just, he's really ending himself with this track. Shit. Yeah, I have no doubt in my mind that Kendrick is going to respond to this within the next 24 hours, most likely within the day. And when he does, it's over. It's finished. He left himself too many open wounds on this track for it not to be done. But yo, that's pretty much all I wanted to say, man. Let me know what you guys thought about this in the comment section below. Well,